On this channel you get a mixture of reviews, first impressions, lists and everything JRPGs. And I recently had a little nosy to see how my reviews were doing on YouTube, and you know what, they're doing not too bad. So with this in mind, I wanted to do a list video about the 9 JRPGs that I have reviewed. But before we get cracking on, hello, John aka Chicken Fillets here. If you like JRPGs, JRPG reviews and a wee Scottish guy talking about it, well please consider subscribing to the channel. Without further ado, let's have a look. The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie, developed by Falcom and released on the 7th of July 2023. It's available on PC, Nintendo Switch and PlayStation. Now as per the bio, 3 different legends are about to unfold, determine the fates of Reinschwarzer, Lloyd Bannings and the mysterious sea in this climactic chapter of the Legend of Heroes series. So this was actually the first review that I did for the channel in a proper formatted style. I used to tell people what games to play, etc., but there was no sort of formatting behind it. But let's talk about the game itself. Now, the Trails into Reverie is kind of the epilogue of the Erebonia arc, the Crossbell arc and the Liberelle arc. Now for me, I did say that this was a good game and that you should play it. However, it wasn't really my favourite. It kind of disappointed me, and the reason being for this, it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but the reason for it is I felt that the story beats were kind of broken up and you lost your pacing with going into the Reverie corridor, and I honestly just felt that took you out of the moment, out of the story beats. It's got fantastic gameplay, it's got an amazing soundtrack, but that just kind of let it down for me. Persona 5 Royal, developed by Atlus, published by Sega, and this title was released on the 21st of October 2022. It's available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Now, as per the bio, don the mask and join the Phantom Thieves of Hearts as they stage grand heists, infiltrate the minds of the corrupt and make them change their ways. Now, Persona 5 Royal was not my first rodeo with Persona 5 because I remember completing the OG version of Persona 5 on the PlayStation and I absolutely adored that. But what Persona 5 Royal does is it takes an already amazing formula and amps it up to 11, thank you, Spinal Tap. Now this has got extra story beats with extra characters, it has some tweaks to the combat system, and I mean come on, this has really been a generational JRPG release. It's loved by JRPG players and by me. I completed it on the Nintendo Switch and I just had to review it. If you played this game before, what were your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments down below. Harvestella, which was developed and published by Square Enix and was released on the 4th of November 2022. It's available for Nintendo Switch and on PC. Now, as per the bio, Harvestella, an all-new life simulation RPG from Square Enix. Lead a life of self-sufficiency with your vibrant house as a base and cooperate with allies to overcome various threats. Now, I'll tell you straight off the bat, right? That bio does not sell Harvestella very well. Harvestella is a sci-fi action RPG with farming elements. It has got some epic story beats within this game, a lovable cast of characters. I just absolutely fell in love with this game. I bang on about Harvestella quite a lot. When I appear in collaborations, I'm kind of known for throwing Harvestella into the mix. I've done it way too many times. Harvestella is one of these JRPGs which took me completely by surprise, and I had to get everyone on board with it. And it's actually one of my best viewed videos on this channel, funnily enough. Man, I love Harvestella. Star Ocean: The Second Story R, which was developed by Square Enix and Gem Drops Inc., published by Square Enix and was released on the 2nd of November 2023. It's available on PlayStation, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Now, as per the bio, in this science fantasy RPG, choose between Claude or Reyna. Play through their perspectives and unlock various endings, recruit allies and defeat foes in fast-paced, real-time battles. Now, I have a really fond memories of this game because, well, this was one of the earliest review codes that I received from a publisher, which is kind of a really big deal, and I still receive review codes and it's always a big deal, but because this was from Square Enix, a company which I just adored when growing up with the likes of Final Fantasy, yeah, it's just so good. But anyway, let's talk about the actual game itself. Now, I praised Star Ocean Second Story R because it is a fantastic sci-fi RPG with its fast-paced action. The fact that you get bang for your buck here because there's so many different endings depending on which characters you recruit. You can play as Claude, you can play as Reyna. Everything has been souped up, and what Gemdrop Studios did with this game is really give a blueprint of how to remake a PS1 classic JRPG, because they just took everything and just turned it up to 11. Yeah, I'm sorry for using a Spinal Tap reference again. It is just an amazing title. If you've not got your hands on this one, I highly implore you to do so. Paper Mario The Origami King, developed and published by Nintendo, which was released back on the 20th of July 2020. Now, as per the bio, join Mario and his new companion Olivia on a comedic adventure that will take you to the far corners of a papercraft world in Paper Mario The Origami King on Nintendo Switch. Face off against the Origami King and his army of paper invaders, team up with some extraordinary companions and master magical powers on your quest to save the world. Now, with Paper Mario The Origami King, okay, I like this game aesthetically. It's a gorgeous looking game on the Nintendo Switch. I really was enjoying the game a lot at first, but the problem that I was running into was the battle system, because realistically, there's no much real reason to get into combat apart from doing the boss battles. The only thing that you receive from winning battles is coins, and that's just to buy items to help with health, etc. There's no sort of leveling system that you would find in previous Paper Mario titles. So that grind that you would be looking for in an RPG really is non-existent here. I did, however, enjoy the exploration of this world. The comedic writing on this game is just top-notch. You can't go wrong with that. But honestly, I was kind of disappointed with that battle system. It really did take away from the game. It was fun at first, but yeah. Anyway, what were your thoughts if you had played Paper Mario The Origami King? You know what to do. Leave a comment down below. Super Mario RPG, which was released by Nintendo for Nintendo Switch on the 17th of November 2023. Now, as per the bio, the first ever Mario RPG overhauled for Nintendo Switch. Assemble a group of unlikely heroes and embark on a whimsical quest to repair the wish-granting Star Road in Super Mario RPG for Nintendo Switch. Stop the sinister Smithy gang and meet a cast of colourful characters, including the mysterious puppet Gino and the kind-hearted Mallow. Now, Super Mario RPG, in my eyes, is a fantastic title for beginners and newcomers to the JRPG genre. My personal thoughts, however, are totally different. Super Mario RPG is a gorgeous remake. Now, for me, I didn't have this nostalgia for Super Mario RPG because in the UK, from my understanding, we didn't get this on the SNES. And if we did, well, I didn't grow up with one. So there. So with the actual battle system, it kind of got boring after a while. I was wanting to complete it to see basically what the fuss about was with this game. Listen, I do like this game. It is a gorgeous remake. It's just after a while that battle system really gets a bit boring. I'm really not doing well with this one, am I? But when I did the review for this one, I kind of looked at it from an outsider's perspective for someone wanting to get into JRPGs. And that is what Super Mario RPG is. It's a great beginner's title. Do you agree with that sentiment? Let me know in the comments down below. Final Fantasy XV Windows Edition, which was developed and published by Square Enix and released on the 6th of March 2018. Now this version is only available on the PC, however the console version, the Royal Edition, is available on the likes of PlayStation and Xbox, and it was released at one point on Google Stadia. Lol. Anyway, as per the bio, take the journey, now in ultimate quality, boasting a wealth of bonus content and supporting ultra high resolution graphical options and HDR10, you can now enjoy the beautiful and carefully crafted experience of Final Fantasy XV like never before. I mean, that's just telling you about the tech specifics. Let's talk about Final Fantasy XV in general. Now, in Final Fantasy XV, you will be following Noctis and the boy band, as we like to call them in the JRPG community. We will be following them on their quest to defeat the Niflheim army. This is where Final Fantasy XV turned to an action combat game, and honestly, I absolutely love that. So yes, I reviewed Final Fantasy XV Windows Edition. Now this was actually the first game which I completed when I picked up a Steam Deck, and in my eyes, this is the way that Final Fantasy XV is meant to be played on the go. It is utterly breathtaking on an OLED screen on the Steam Deck. And weirdly enough, I thought that this Final Fantasy XV review was not really going to pick up steam, but I really wanted to do a review about Final Fantasy XV. And lo and behold, it's really performing well. Did not expect that at all. This was the first time as well I got to experience the DLC, which I hadn't completed before, the likes of Arden's DLC, Gladios' DLC, and Ignis' DLC as well. If you've been on the fence about playing Final Fantasy XV because of its reputation that it has, I would highly recommend that you pick this up on the likes of PC, and if you have a Steam Deck, play it on there as well, because it runs flawlessly. Final Fantasy XV does not deserve the reputation it gets. It's a fantastic title, and having the Windows Edition tops it all. Persona 3 Reload, which was developed by Atlus, published by Sega, and released on the 2nd of February 2024. It's available on PC, on PlayStation, and on Xbox. Now, as per the bio, dive into the dark hour and awaken the depths of your heart. Persona 3 Reload is a captivating reimagining of the genre-defying RPG, reborn for the modern era with cutting-edge graphics and gameplay. Now, Persona 3 Reload is a remake / remaster of the PS2 Atlus JRPG classic. Now, I gave this a glowing review and I played this on my Steam Deck. It is a fantastic turn-based JRPG with amazing upgrades with the graphics, and the music is also special with this one. It's so good. Now, originally I played Persona 3 Fez on the PlayStation 2 version on the PlayStation 3. Confusing as that is, I know, I'm sorry. But Persona 3 Reload is just the definitive way to play this. It does have all the modern sensibilities that you would expect from any JRPG. And honestly, the dark reputation that this game has with its story really holds up. Now, if you've not picked this one up yet, I'd highly recommend that you get your hands on it. Still very surprised that this didn't get a release on Nintendo Switch, but come on, with those rumours of a Nintendo Switch 2 round the corner, you can see this going on there. But if you want portably, listen to my review for the Steam Deck, it's fantastic on there. 8-Bit Adventures 2, which was developed and published by Critical Games and released on the 31st of January 2023. Now, it was originally released for PC, however there is now console released ports for Nintendo Switch, Xbox and PlayStation. Now, as per the bio, 8-Bit Adventures 2 is everything you love about NES, SNES and PS1 era JRPGs, with all the charm, heart and soul, but none of the inconvenience. Dynamic turn-based battles and pixels with personality. Now, I can highly agree with everything which is stated in this bio. This is a fantastic JRPG, or as I said on the thumbnail of that video, it is outstanding. It is a properly good indie JRPG. Josh at Critical Games has cooked up a storm with this title. The turn-based combat as well is reminiscent of Final Fantasy X, where you're able to see whose turn it is next. An awesome soundtrack as well from Sebastian Cruz. Just an epic time, and the fact that this is now on console, it deserves all the praise. It was 9 years in the making, and I am all here for it and highly implore you to pick up and support this indie JRPG. So there we have it, 9 JRPGs I have reviewed. What JRPGs would you like me to review on this channel? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you like what you're hearing and seeing on this channel, please help me grow it by liking, sharing and subscribing. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Chicken Fillets, you know what to do, hit that notification bell. This has been John, aka Chicken Fillets, and until next time, tate bye.